boogity boogie. Let's go racing balls.
Great break by Joey Logano. He's in the outside lane, and he drives off from Martin Truex in turn one.
See if Truex can make a line.
Joey Logano under heavy-duty pressure now as he tries to recover from that slip in turn number 2. Denny Hamlin will go by. Tony Stewart goes by. Now they're 3 wide with Kyle Busch on the bottom. Blaney in the middle. Joey Logano comes right. Ryan Blaney sideways and hangs on to the car.
Now up the racetrack he goes. On the bottom of the racetrack trying to gain as many spots as he can. Kyle Busch, that won't work. Kyle Larson will blast by him on the outside. Now here comes Ryan Newman behind him. They are
closer to the front. Here's a challenge and change for third. Logano charges hard to the bottom of Tony Stewart, and he'll grab the spot with whatever he can do.
Joey Logano slept big time on that drop of the green flag. He was on the pole. Now he's working his way back up after several real close calls. Working back into the corner. Truex shows the way on.
Straightaway, 5 car lengths in hand, making it 4 car lengths in hand over Denny Hamlin, who rides in second.
There's some still real good side-by-side battles. They just happen to be going on just outside of the top 15. Up front, it is Truex, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Tony Stewart, Austin Dillon. That's your top 5.
To get by Jamie McMurray. He was trying to use the inside lane, but now McMurray covers that as he drives down low in the corner, so that will stay as it is for now. Just behind them, Ricky Stenhouse.
Greg Biffle and Brad Keselowski.
30 cars are on the lead lap as we get back at it at lap number 60. Here comes the field back into the triumphal. Pace cars long since hit the pit lane, and the American Ethanol green flag waves again at Michigan. Once again, same story. Joey Logano up front. He breaks away to a 2-car length lead.
Denny Hamlin goes nowhere from that.
He's got company. Larson is sideways, sliding up the bottom of the racetrack. He'll hang on to the car, and now be 3 wide for 4.
Here comes Tony Stewart at the bottom of the racetrack, trying to drive alongside.
Look at Tony Stewart on the bottom, 3 wide, making a pass.
3 wide at the stripe. This is the battle for 4.
Junior is spun around, damn it!
There was oncoming traffic. They
Damn
scattered
it, damn
all over the place to get by, Dave.
Well, we talked about it early, Joe, in the pre-race. When that banking falls away from 18 degrees to just 5, it's easy to get sucked up into that outside
what happens
wall.
when you run back there in the pack with those
Jr. and A.J. Allmendinger got tangled up together racing off the top of turn number 2. They both got up and into the safer barrier. Dale Earnhardt Jr. ended up spinning down onto the Indian barrier. A.J. Allmendinger did not spin, but both of them have got damage on their automobiles.
Make no mistake about it. Back.
race side by side for that fourth position, and they are stacked up behind them. Here's Austin Dillon. He'll go flying around the outside of Brad Keselowski. Ryan Blaney will go along for that ride as well. Watching Ryan Newman. Ryan got one on the inside, Ryan McCarthy, but can't do it.
He's got Austin Dillon running right behind him, and now Austin right up against the outside safer barrier. Ryan Newman across the nose. He'll slam the door there. Right behind him. How about 3 wide with Brad?
Keselowski slips the tad off turn number 2. Brad running in the 8th position. Here's Kurt Busch and Denny Hamlin side by side for 9th.
Elliott, row 1. Here comes Tony Stewart now. He'll race alongside with Kyle Larson. Riding shotgun right there. That's Brad.
Logano falls to 2nd. Here's Tony Stewart. He's trying to inch up to 3rd. He'll bypass Kyle Larson on the outside line. Keselowski now to the outside of Larson in a battle for 4th. Up front, Logano's trying to retain the lead, but Chase Elliott is pulled away by 2 car lengths.
20-year-old Chase Elliott out in front, as he was last week at Pocono. He led 51 laps in that event. He's leading Joey Logano. 3 wide.
So Brad Keselowski will go to 5th. Newman goes to 6th. Johnson under heavy-duty pressure to hang on to 7th. Here's Denny Hamlin to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll grab that spot. Paul Menard to the bottom of Johnson now. As Johnson tries to rally back in the outside lane.
Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Joey Logano took a shot at Chase Elliott, working off turn number 4, trying to get the nose of his Ford underneath the Chevrolet. Couldn't do it there. Carling separation between them.
Position. They have checked out by about 10 car lengths over Brad Keselowski, who rides all by himself in the 5th position. Oh, coming in. Logano trying to turn the wick up on Chase Elliott, trying to regain the lead.
You're talking about Chase Elliott. I think he's really learned something the last 2 or 3 restarts. Going into turn 1, he tried to work the top side of Logano to try to get around and Chase Elliott I'm talking about.
All right, y'all, we got 48 laps to go here. Chase Elliott.
Well, the question is now, who has enough fuel to go the distance? Should we stay under the green flag? And quite honestly, I would say that will be doubtful. But we'll find out. 47 to go. That Ford GT pace car on pit road, getting ready to put it back under the American Ethanol green flag.
Come on, Chase!
Trying to get away. A great break for Joey Logano. Chase Elliott with a problem coming up to speed. They'll go 3 wide for 2nd.
Kyle Larson will get away with 3rd. Chase Elliott now has been able to regroup. He is in the number 4 position. Front 4 had broken away with Carl Edwards rounding out the top 5. Behind them, it's a hornet's nest. Behind Edwards, you got Harvick, and then you got Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart, and Martin Truex Jr. in the mix.
All Team Penske at the front of the field. Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski breaking away from Kyle Larson. Chase Elliott follows them, then Carl Edwards.
Fuck you, Logano!
There may be another car in the fence heading for 3.
Ryan Scott nose first into the safer barrier on the outside. Dan
has worked their guts out to get to where they are right now in position number 6. That's as high as they have been all race long. Started deep in the field and just keep picking away at it. And as we get down to the end here with just 40 laps to go, all of a sudden Harvick becomes a player. Team Penske up front, leaning on one another.
Brad's got a good restart.
Keselowski doesn't know which way to go. He's stuck in the middle now as Chase Elliott will pass him to the outside. Kevin Harvick will pass him to the outside. Larson passes him downstairs. Kevin Harvick, you think it's scared? He'll walk away from that battle with third.
Brad Keselowski fell all the way back to the 5th position as a result of that restart when they got in turn number 1. Behind him now, Carl Edwards, Tony Stewart, further back. They are full wide.
Settles down now, back to 2 abreast racing from Paul Menard and Austin Dillon. One back closer to the front. Here's Tony Stewart and Carl Edwards. They will battle side by side for position number 6. Stewart under Edwards will thread that spot. Slide on the racetrack in the process.
Tony trying to get his way back inside the top 5. He's run there most of the afternoon. Right now running in position number 6. Then comes Carl Edwards. Then comes Martin.
Flag number 8 on the day. Ryan Blaney and Jimmy Johnson both involved. 3 laps to go as the field is exiting turn number 4. Joey Logano and Chase Elliott alongside. Joey's in the outside lane. That has paid huge dividends for him all afternoon long. The American Ethanol green flag is in the air. Once again, Joey jumps way out in front. Little push from behind by Kyle Larson. Now Larson and Chase Elliott are side by side.
Gets away by 4 car lengths over Elliott, Larson, and now Tony Stewart, who are 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Here's Carl Edwards, who got around Kevin Harvick. Harvick gets the shuffle backwards to the 6th position. Hang on, Brad Keselowski. Up the racetrack he goes, hanging onto his race car, but losing spots.
Well, he gathered it back up, and he'll come back down right around the 10th position. Great restart for Carl Edwards, Dave Moody. Restarted 8 off the 10th.
Jr. had Kenseth there battling as well. Keselowski trying to hang on to that race car, trying to regain some lost ground. Into the back straightaway, he'll keep that car underneath him, but still struggling to hang on to a spot inside the top 15.
Joey in front of Chase Elliott by a half a second already. He's leading the way. Then comes Kyle Larson, Tony Stewart, and Carl Edwards.
Going. I gotta believe this time he better be chirping those rear tires, getting some heat in them, and really getting ready to go. Maybe he needs to be looking like John Force right now with this late restart. He better be on his money on this restart, because that's what's going to win the race probably.
Joey Logano has been the master of the restart so far today. Lined up in the outside lane. That's where it works for him. That's where he is once again. As we're coming to the line to see the American Ethanol green flag in the final 7 laps this afternoon. If we make it that far under the green, again, Joey jumps away. Kyle Larson battling with Chase Elliott.
Elliott dives to the bottom.
Harvick, 1 back to Edwards, and then side by side. Here's Tony Stewart to the inside. Brad Keselowski back and fly on the outside off road 4.
Problem for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He restarted 13th, and he is headed to pit road. Now 6 to go. Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Kevin Harvick.